In the heart of Atchison, Kansas, where the air was thick with tales of the supernatural, a couple named Tony and Debbie Pickman were eager to begin their new life. In 1993, they moved into a charming two-story house with the soft glow of a morning sun filtering through its dusty windows, accompanied by the laughter of their infant son. The essence of a fresh start filled the air. Yet that excitement soon transformed into a chilling dread that gripped their hearts. The first signs were subtle, almost imperceptible. Debbie, practical and level-headed, felt an unsettling presence lurking in the corners of their home, especially in the nursery, a room painted in soft pastel hues, laden with the comforting scent of baby powder. It was there, in that small sanctuary, that their son would often giggle, his innocent laughter echoing off the walls as he played with shadows, cooing at nothingness. Debbie brushed it off at first, attributing it to her imagination, but a creeping unease settled in her bones, raising the hairs on the back of her neck like an unseen hand. Then came the smells, intrusive and acrid. The foul coppery scent of blood wafted through the air, mingling with the nauseating odor of rot, making her stomach turn. They would appear and vanish without explanation, leaving behind a suffocating tension that hung heavy like the humidity before a storm. As days turned into nights, the atmosphere thickened with a palpable sense of fear. One evening, in a harrowing twist, Debbie was shoved down the stairs, her body tumbling like a rag doll, leaving her shaken and questioning her own sanity. Waking to find deep, bleeding scratches on her back and arms only deepened her sense of vulnerability. The walls of their home, once a shelter, now felt like a cage, echoing with the ghostly sobs of a child as objects flew off shelves with sinister intent. In the dead of night, during one of the more terrifying episodes, Debbie caught a glimpse of the apparition, a young girl around 6 years old, with hollow eyes and a tattered dress that fluttered like the whispers of a forgotten lullaby. The chill that raced down her spine whispered the name Sally, a name that later unraveled a dark history tied to the very house they occupied. Research revealed that a girl named Sally had tragically died there in the 1800s after a failed appendectomy, leaving behind echoes of her sorrow. But the presence of Sally was overshadowed by something far more sinister. A malevolent force lurked alongside the little girl's spinet, a dark shadow that coalesced around the fireplace, twisting the very fabric of their reality. Their loyal dog, once a beacon of comfort, now barked and snarled at empty spaces, sensing the danger that pervaded their home. Toys from their son's playroom, particularly a jack-in-the-box, would come to life in the stillness of the night, cranking open with a chilling melody that sent shivers down Debbie's spine. Desperation pushed them to seek help, leading them to the renowned paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. The couple arrived with a weighty aura of authority, their eyes filled with compassion, yet touched by the gravity of what they sensed. Their findings were unsettling. The house was not merely haunted by a single spirit, but by multiple entities, some deceitful and others cruel. Ed's voice trembled as he explained that the story of Sally was a ruse, a mask for a far more powerful and malevolent demon seeking to manipulate the Pickman family. During a séance fraught with tension, the atmosphere thickened and transformed. A spirit communicator revealed a man who had practiced black magic within the house's very walls, a man who had harmed children. The air was electrified, and the activity escalated violently. Investigators were physically attacked, a handprint left behind after a powerful slap. A deep, guttural growl resounded from the bowels of the basement, chilling them to their core. But perhaps the most unsettling evidence came from a porcelain doll innocently placed in the nursery. One investigator, engulfed in an irrational hate for the object, hurled it into the basement. When they reclaimed it, its face had transformed, the once innocent smile twisted into a grotesque sneer that sent chills through the room. The consequences of their investigation were dire. Dr. William Bill Roll, one of the lead investigators, discovered that the entity had latched onto him. Miles away from the haunted house, he faced violent activity at home. Scratches, objects hurled through the air, and a suffocating weight pressing down on him. His health deteriorated, and personal tragedies unfolded like a dark curtain drawn over his life, an unseen tether binding him to the malevolent energy of the Sallie house. In the face of such relentless terror, the Pickman family made the heart-wrenching decision to leave their once-beloved home. They abandoned the Sallie house, but its specters remained, entwined in the fabric of Atchison's history. The house still stands, a haunting reminder of their ordeal, and continues to invoke fear in the hearts of subsequent owners and countless paranormal teens who report similar aggressive phenomena. The tale of Sallie House endures as a stark warning. Some hauntings are not mere echoes of the past, but active, intelligent, and predatory forces that don't just seek to scare you. They long to follow you back to your home.